Hi, my name's Joe Molloy. I am a comedian of the improv and stand-up variety. Just nailing introductions all day. Hi, my name's Joe Molloy, and I just hope to be charmingly adorable and awkward. Okay, man, worst vacation I took was this year. I bought a plane ticket to Seattle, and then I went to the day before I was gonna go on that plane. My friend went to jail, and I was gonna go to his place, and then so I didn't get on that plane. So that was a pretty bad vacation. And we used to, when I was a kid, we used to go see waterfalls in the UP. And we would just like sneak onto people's property. Not really, like not their property, but like kind of, and like cut through their lawns and like going to look for waterfalls in the UP. That was fun. Also, James, call me back, man. Hope you're all right. He's in jail for a while. I think he's fine now. Oh, man. Oh, that's a good question. I've thought about that so much. Damn, that's really hard. That's really hard, because I've thought of the starter ones a lot, and I think it's tough, but, even if you include Pikachu in that, I think there's more practical use in the Squirtle. Think like always having a source of water. Like, where's he get that water from, So you're just in the middle of the desert and you always got water? That seems like a key thing. But if you're talking about all of them, man, I think we got to go with one of the legendary birds. So I think Articuno. I think we got to go with an old legendary bird. And then that one in particular, same reason. It's the water. The water, fire and lightning and all that shit's great, but it's not that practical. You don't want to just have lightning around. That's not. What are you gonna do with that? You can't put that in anything to make electricity, unless you had a big volt. I think the Voltorbs maybe were like a big battery. Either way, the bird. I'm gonna get that. It's a water bird. Mother's eating really fine tuna. It's like I would imagine that's a Facebook group that of 40-something women, probably 40 plus women, age. It's a much smaller group that like to go get really good sushi together, like date night, because their husbands don't want to go on date night with them. So they go with each other, and they post really uplifting content inside of the Facebook group. Ooh, man. Okay. But Buzz Aldrin knew something, all right? And I think I wasn't on the moon, right? But maybe ask that guy, right? Maybe he's got some words of like, hey, I saw some shit up there. That's all I'm saying. I would believe him if he did. I think he said something on record. I don't know. But it's probably, I think we just have maybe we just got another base up there. That's all. This is all that like Stanley Kubrick helped fake the moon landing. He's just up there like helping them design the real one now. So yeah, Stanley Kubrick is up there on location filming 2120. 2001, 2021. No, the sequel. 100 years later. Ooh. Oh, shit, man. Well, that's tricky, too, because they don't even... They got all these Marvel characters, but they don't have the X-Men right now. So that's not cool, because I would go to the X-Men. I think, especially when I was a young man, I think it was the fox from Fox and the Hound. I think that little dude had my heart, and I think that I identified with him a lot. Not that I lost friends when I was a little kid, and I think that's what that movie was about. Just it made me cry a lot when I was a kid, so I think that is that right? What was the question? Yeah, that fox. Yeah, yeah. I'm sticking with that. I like that. Oh, yeah! Why would anybody want to see that? That seems like a really, And then I would imagine, that really can't be just one, like, encapsulated moment. Like, maybe that's a good part, but this is... Have you read the research from Johns Hopkins about psychedelics? Psilocybin is a great thing we should just give it to children. Put it in children. Not all of them. The ones not all of them. Like, I knew a lot of kids that took Prozac in middle school. Maybe just mushrooms. That's a fine... Tell me that's a worse thing. Oh man. I feel like that's still only like a 9. I don't know. That's still pretty, or maybe I don't have a gauge of what that really is, because that's perfectly in the, oops, that's my bad. I feel like I don't have a gauge for what that is, it's because it's perfectly in the realm of how I would behave on a typical day. So I don't know if that means that that's only like an 8 or a 9, or I'm just fine with being a 12 at normal points of the day. Okay. Cunt. I think that one's close enough to cunt. But it's different. We can't just say cunt. Or we can, but that's too much of an argument. There's too much controversy over whether or not we can say cunt. And I think that's the problem. So we just need to sidestep it. And I think if you did a similar word like kunk, or maybe bunt, that's an already a word. Something like, we'll just stick with kunk. Similar enough to cunt that we could kind of just sidestep the whole argument. Because I get it in England, and there's so many comedians, it's just a hack premise now. They say it in Europe all the time, and in England. Now all these comedians, you could say it if you talk about this, or what about if it's, I'm a woman, I could say it, but I'm a man, I could say it too. It's all dumb. Just sidestep it. Kunk. You dirty kunk. Well, Aaron, how did I move on after those? I've just told him this story, that's all. That's all. I'm not implicating anything. I mean, new cities. That's really the key. I've lived in a few major cities. And you can pretty much move town to town and nobody checks into what you did before. Really. So, don't. Oh man, I could fit a lot of sand. I bet you a whole lot. I used to fit a lot of grapes. My brother and I used to try to do that. And we would have a grape off of who could put the most grapes in your mouth. And they were, they're the yellow ones or green ones. They're not yellow. I hope not. And so they're pretty, they're good sized grapes. And I think 15, 16, 17 of those in it's a big mouth, man. I got a big, I got a big face. I got a big head, big mouth. I don't have much of a gag reflex. That's not connected to anything. Don't look into that. But I just think that if we were really, especially if it was you gotta just pack it in to win something for it, right? We're gonna pay off your student loans if you can of these 10 people who can fit the most sand in your mouth, that's what will pay off in your I would pack that in there. So, yeah, probably, I don't know, like a half yard? I don't know I don't know the measurements. As disappointing as you'd think. That's 5 words, isn't it? Damn it. Disappointing as you'd think. There you go. We'll drop the first as. You get it though. It's not good. That's that I wouldn't look into that either. I don't think that correlates to anything either, personally. Just because I don't have any good rhythm when people are staring at me, that doesn't mean it wouldn't. Whatever. We don't need to get. All right. I don't think it translates. That's all. I don't think it does. Dance music. I don't like the music. It's too loud. Right? What are we gonna go out and dance to? What music? It's too loud. You want me to sing? I'll sing. All right. That's different. Right? I'll perform. I'm not dancing though. I mean, be a backup dancer for somebody doing karaoke? I don't want to do that. No. There we go. Oh yeah. 4 words. Oh, is that okay?
It was
awesome.
How'd that feel?
Good, man. Yeah.
You all nougaty? That nougaty center?